Hey, Oklahoma All-State Vocal Jazz Choir. Warm greetings to you from Chicago, Illinois. My name is Derek Fawcett. I'm the arranger of Summertime. I hope you've been enjoying doing the chart. Thank you so much for doing it, and thanks to your director, Mike Engelhart, for programming it. Hope you guys are having a blast. He thought that it would be cool if I sent a little video kind of explaining where the chart came from. When I wrote it, I've been listening to a ton of Take Six and Chaka Khan, and that sound, those vocal sounds were kind of in my head, and Summertime has always been one of my favorite jazz standards of all time. I feel like there's so many different cool ways to do it, and this arrangement kind of came into being. Just I love the tune, and I started kind of combining all those things, and here you go. So there, and I figured I'd share five things to think about with this tune, and kind of things that are in my head that maybe I could put in your head that you might find useful. First one, Chaka tone, right? So how many of you know Chaka Khan? I can't see your hands. Chaka Khan, the really just tremendous singer right here in Chicago. To give you an idea of how amazing she is, she used to have this backup singer singing for her who was pretty good in her own right. Her name is Whitney Houston. So if you haven't listened to Chaka Khan, check her out immediately because she's fantastic. But she's known for she has this laser thing when it gets really bright. So like sopranos, you guys are like, summertime! And it's like big, a big sound and also very bright. It's got some real edge to that tone there. And all parts certainly, but that's the soprano part. But yeah, everybody kind of going for something like that. And then immediately right after that, you go from super bright to husky, right? And the living is easy. It's got to have that kind of husk to it, and you have these. If you get that contrast of like super duper bright, then super husky, it's really sonically effective. The bass tone, like when we get to the breakdown at the end there. If you've ever seen those commercials with the Coca-Cola polar bears, like, right? That's great jazz bass tone. If you listen to Alvin Che of Take Six, just so warm and round. You don't want, a number of you probably sing barbershop or sing classically, and those tones are different. They're great for the styles that you're doing, but for jazz, we want this, so you get, Daddy's rich, Mom's good looking, summertime is bound to be cooking. Dig it? Get that in your ears there? Then you got this improv section. I don't know what your director wants to do with it, but boy, it's such a great form to improvise over. As you may know, if you've looked at the chart really closely, I've thrown in kind of some extra chords, and so it's just fun to, lots of room harmonically. I'll give you a little thing here. So lots of places to go there. If you've done a lot of improvising before, awesome. This is a great place for you to kind of stretch out and try to go in directions you haven't gone before harmonically. Please use this as an opportunity to push the limits. If this is new to you, it's a great adventure either way. The changes, relatively speaking, they're straightforward even if they're colorful. So if you've never improvised before, now's the time. Go for it. It's 2016. Make it happen. Lastly, the solos. The first solo, the tendency for people to do it a little bit more straight, which is great. You should, and to kind of introduce. We're still, as singers of jazz music, a lot of times with our audiences, we're introducing our audiences to songs. And Summertime is certainly one of the more well-known songs, but people may people may or may not know it, so introducing people to this amazing melody, so the idea of one of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing, yeah, and you'll spread your wings and you'll take to the sky, oh, take to the sky. And I'm already deviating, so I'm just totally not taking my own advice. But, to keep it, to at least start with the original melody and then deviate out. For that last solo at the end, sky's kind of the limit. There's a lot of music where if things get really licky, it gets kind of gross, or it's just like, all right, it's no longer musical. This tune and this section of this tune, there's really just kind of a vehicle for you to again, kind of push boundaries. Let's see. I don't typically sing and play this here, so let's see. One of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing and you'll spread your wings. Oh, that's the vocal part, right? And you'll take to the sky, pretty baby, don't you cry. Until that morning, there ain't no one ever gonna harm you, no. With your daddy and your mammy standing by. I mean, you can really, and then at the end, you're gonna fly, 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 fly. And fortunately, whoever's singing that solo doesn't need to play the piano at the same time. But, so, really use this as a vehicle to take musical risks. Everybody that's on the stage there with you, wants you to win, is rooting for you. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Great music happens from taking great risks. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. So I hope you guys take fabulous musical risks, and knowing that even if you fall flat on your face, everybody's going to applaud for you anyway, or at least laugh with you. And I hope you have a blast with the chart. Congratulations again on making Oklahoma All-State Vocal Jazz Choir. That means you must be pretty tremendous singers, and it's pretty flattering to me and humbling to me that you guys are electing to perform music that I've arranged. So have a blast. Happy New Year. Have a great 2016, and hope we get to collaborate musically sometime in something more than a 7-minute video. Cheers. Bye-bye.